Welcome to my video solving past paper, and in this video we're going to solve primary checkpoint mathematics paper 2 April 2021 exam. So the first question is about simplify a fraction that is 12 over 16 into the simplest form. So we can divide the numerator and denominator by 4 because 4 is the the highest common factor of 12 and 16. So this one is 3 over 4. Number 2, write a whole number in the box to make the statement correct. Something rounded to the nearest 10 is 360. So there are two ways you can solve this problem. First one is a round up and the other one is round down. So let's solve this in the way that round up. So we have 350 something. To be rounded up, then the last digit has to be greater than or equal to 5. So let's say 356. Number 3, write a number in each box to make all the fractions equivalent to 1 over 2. So because 1 over 2 becomes 4 over something, then the numerator increases 4 times, then the denominator has to decrease 4 times. So 2 times 4 is 8. Similarly, we would have 2 times 5, so 1 times 5 is 5. Here is number 6, and here is number 2. Okay, question 4. 4 oranges are needed to make a glass of fresh orange juice. So 4 oranges to make 1 glass. So how about 24 glasses? 24 glasses would take, this one is oranges. And this one is 24 times 4, which is 96 oranges, because the number of oranges and the number of glasses would be directly proportional. Number 5, here are some numbers. Use each one of these numbers to make the statements correct. So 1 over 5 of something equals something. As we can see that on to the left, we have the number that has to be greater than the number on to the right, because we are multiplying with fractions, right? Fractions less than 1. So these 3 numbers has to be put on to the left, and these has to be put on to the right. So let's try the first one. 1 over 5 of 42 is not okay because 42 is not divisible by 5. So this answer is not an integer. So let's put 80 here. 1/5 of 80 is 14. Let's say 16. Okay. So 1/3 of 42 is 14, and 1/8 of 96, right? 96 is 12. Number 6, complete the partitioning of the number 604,375. So first of all, the first thing here is 600,000 plus 4,000 plus 300 plus 70. Number 7, use the symbols less than, greater than, or equal to complete the following. The whole term would equals to 360 degree, and 3 right angles is 270 degree. So we're going to put the greater than here. One right angle is 90 degree, and we're gonna put the equal sign here. So how about two right angles? That would be 180 degrees. So this one is less than. The next question, here are three number balances. Each side of the number balance has the same answer. Write the missing number in the box to complete each number balance. So because they are in the balance position, so the left is equal to the right. We have 215 plus 36 is 251. So here 136 has to plus with something to equals 251. So that is 115. Similarly, we would have this one. That is 6 again, and 4. So 466 plus 158 equals to 624. And the last one, number 8, 95 minus 17 is going to be 8, and this one is 78.8. So 36.6 has to be added with 42.2 to become this one. Write in figures the number 690,402. 690,402. Number 10. Jamila and Lily both count the number of pieces of fruit sold at their school shop in 1 week. They each produce a graph of their results. And here on the left and on the right. One of the girls made a mistake when counting the number of fruits sold, and write which fruit has different scores on the two graphs. So let's take a look at the first one. Okay, so pears, for the pears, the number here is number 10, so we're going to put 10 here. For Lily's graph, the number is also number 10. The next one is banana, it's 25, right? So right here is the middle of 20 and 30, so 25 is here. And for apples, it is 20, and here is also 20. And for the last one, the oranges, is 15. But here is 30, okay, 30. So the thing that different in between the two graphs here is oranges. For part B, the shop sold 70 pieces of fruit altogether. Put a cross to show which one is not correct. We have Jamila's graph and Lily's graph. Write a calculation to explain your answer. So it is recommended to show the total of fruit. On the Jamila's graph, we have the total number is 10 plus 25 plus 20 plus 15, which is, this one is 30, 35, 55, and 70. On to the right, we have 10 plus 25 plus 20 plus 30. It is 60, so 75. So the one is not correct here is of Lily's graph here. So write a calculation to explain your answer. Yeah, so we copy this equation. So 10 plus 25 plus 20 plus 30 equals 75, which is not 70. Number 11. put brackets into this calculation to make it correct. So in this problem, you should use the method that trial and error. So let's put it in randomly. Let's say I put it here, because if you put the bracket here, it would make no sense, because that one, the calculation here is a multiplication, so it would be calculated first whether or not you put the brackets over here. So this one would be not counted. So let's try to put it here 3 times. So that one 3 times 40 minus 4 is 116. So that one is the correct answer. So yes, put the 2 brackets in this position would make the calculation correct. Number 12, write a common multiple of 4 and 5 between 50 and 90. So between 50 and 90. So then first of all, we have to write out the lowest common multiple of 4 and 5, which is this one, and that one is equal to 20. So now it's time to find the multiple of 20 that is between 50 and 90. So 20 times 2 is not 20 times 3 is 60. So we're going to put 60 here. We just need one answer. Number 13. Draw a ring around all the numbers that equal 10 when rounded to the nearest whole number. So this one was become number 9, 10, 10, 11, and 10. So one circle, 2, and 3. We have 3 answers for this one. Number 14. Write 2 factors of 48 that have a difference of 13. So let's try to list some of the factors of 48. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 6, 8, 12, 16, 'So now it's time to try, because it's time to try to find the difference between these, between a pair of the numbers. So let's take a look at the number 16, okay? So 16 minus 3 is 13. Let's try to find another one. 12 minus 13 is not okay. So when we count to the number 16, we know that 16 is just greater than 13, so we just want to try it. And luckily, 16 minus 13 is number 3, and these 2 numbers are 2 factors. So we're going to write them down, 3 and 16 here. The next question, we have a square grid. Shade 2 more squares to make a pattern that has 2 lines of symmetry. So let's say because this pattern has already 3 squares put in the vertical. So let's say if it has a line of symmetry like this, the vertical line, then we have to add 2 more squares, one onto the right and one onto the left. So if we add 2 squares in the place like this, then another line of symmetry would appear. That is the one on horizontal. So yes, 2 lines would be the correct answer. So we're gonna shade the 2 extra squares. Number 16, a triangular stem creates a print with 1/5 shaded, like this. So the area is shaded would be represented with the letter A, and I'm going to use the letter B for representing the area of the triangle. So now 4 of them put together to make a square logo like this. So write what fraction of the logo is shaded. So in this logo, we have 4 times the area has been shaded, right? Because we have A here, A here, A here, and A here. So altogether we have 4A divided by the total area, which is the area of the 4 triangles, which is 4B. So that one would be simplified to become A over B. And as we know, A over B is 1/5, as in the first sentence. So the fraction of the logo is shaded keeps the same. That is 1/5. Number 17. Here are 4 images from nature. We have to take the pictures that have at least one line of symmetry. So the first one, it has at least this line, and the second one is not. The third one, yes. So now we have 2, right? We have 2 images satisfy this condition. Number 18. The rule for a sequence is double and subtract 1. Write the missing numbers. So let's say we start with the number 13. We double and then we minus 1 to becomes 25. So for the first space, for the first number, first of all we times 2 and then minus 1. So now if we want to find out the original number, then we have to go back. That means that we will take 13 and plus 1, which is 14, and then we divide it by 2, which is 7, number 7. And similarly with the last number, 49 times 2 minus 1 is 97. The next question. Mia fills 3 containers from a bottle of water. Write how much water she uses altogether. Give your answer in liters. So it's up to you to change from the fraction or mixed number or decimal. But in my way, I'm going to change the decimal. So 1/4 liter is equivalent to 1.25 liters. This one is half liters, and the last one is already a decimal. So now it's time to add up 3 values: 1.25 plus 0.5 plus 0.05. So it's going to be 1.75 plus 0. So it's going to be 1.8 liters. Number 20. Mike measures the temperature at midday for 2 weeks. Here are his results in degrees Celsius. Complete these statements. The range of the temperatures is, so the range, we're going to take the highest value and then subtract the lowest value. So the highest one is number 16, and then minus the lowest, which is number 9. So 16 minus 9 16 minus 9 is 7 degrees Celsius. And the mode would be the one that appears with the highest frequency. So let's take a look at the number 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It appears 5 times. So 12 would be the mode of the temperatures. So 21. Some tourists visit a town. The Carroll diagram shows what they did in one afternoon. Write how many tourists visited one place only. So for visited just one place. So maybe the visitors will visit only museum, just visit only museum, but not the river, or he or she can visit just only the river, but not the museum. So we're gonna take 12 plus 42 equals 54. So 54 would be the answer for this question. The next one, draw the reflection of the shape in the mirror line. So we have the mirror line is here, and we have to reflect each of the point here. So the point here reflected to become this point. The point here becomes this point. The point here, this, and we just do it over and over again. Then we would have a map of all the points needed. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 is here. Alright, so now it's time to connect all the lines together. Oh wait, this one should be reflected in this way. Okay, here. Let's check again. This point, number 1, becomes this point, number 1, okay? Number 2 becomes number 2. Number 3 becomes number 3. Number 4 becomes, so 1, 2, number 4. We have one more point here. So this point here is also here, okay? So we're gonna go down here and then go to this point. Number 4 is this point. Number 5, 1, 2, 1, 2. So number 5 is here. Here is number 6, right? So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is this point. This point number 6 is here. Alright, so now we have the final shape that would be the reflection of the original one. Number 23. Here is a Venn diagram. Write the letter of each shape in the correct place on the diagram. So for example, A is a rectangle. Is there a polygon? Yes, because it has 4 sides. And if there's a regular, it's not, right? Because we have this side is different in length with this side. So A has to be put in this. And the next one is also a polygon and a regular shape. Actually, it is a regular pentagon, so B has to be put in the overlap area. And C is a polygon but is not a regular shape. And the last one, D, because it has a curve, so D is not a polygon and also not a regular shape. Coming to the next question, number 24. The diameter of a coin is 19.05 millimeters. Coins are laid end to end to make a line of 1 kilometer. We have to draw a ring around the approximate number of coins required. So, because first of all, try to change the unit, because now we are dealing with millimeters, but this one is kilometer. So 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters, and it is let's say 1 million millimeters. So 1905 millimeters can be rounded up approximately to 20 millimeters, because when dealing with 20, when dividing with 20, it is going to be easier for dividing, easier compared with dividing 19. So it's time now to take the overall length, that is 1 million millimeters, divided by the length of a diameter of a coin, which is 20 millimeters. So 1 million divided by 20 is going to be 50,000. Question 25. Here is a shape drawn on a dotted grid. We rotate the shape 90 degrees clockwise about point C. So point C is here. So clockwise means in this direction. We have to draw the new position. So we have, this one is center of rotation, this one is the first point, the second point, and the third point. We have to rotate all the points and then connect them. So let's say the first point would be rotated to become this point. So that one will be the first new point. The next one is the point number 2. It would be rotated 90 degrees to become this point. And number 3 is going to be this point. So now it's time to link all the points together. So now we will put number 2. Number 2 is here. Okay. Number 1 is here. Okay, so now we have the new shape that has been rotated 90 degrees clockwise. The next one, question 26. Find the perimeter of this shape and give your answer in centimeter. So with the help of a ruler, you can measure the length of every side, and then you add them up together. So this side is 1 centimeters. This side is also 1, 1, 1. Once again, 1. This one is 2 centimeters, and the longest one is 4 centimeters. So now it's time to add them up, because we are asked about the perimeter. So 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 12 centimeters. Okay, question 27. Complete the following. 60 times 40 equals 30 times something. So onto the left, it is 240 is equal to 30 times 80. And onto the left, we also have 12 and 3 more zeros. Onto the right, it is 600. 50 times something to become 30,000, so it has to be 600. Question 28. Here are 4 sides of a heptagon made by joining dots on spotty paper. We have to complete the shape. Okay, so because we are asked about the heptagon, so think about heptagon, that is the number 7 sides. So now how many sides do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 3 more, right? 3 more. So try to connect these 2 first and add 2 more. So it is up to you. Maybe you can put this line over here and then put this line over here. It's going to be 7 lines. So it's going to be a heptagon. 29. Match the calculation to the correct answer. So for example, the first one, 23 divided by 3 is going to be 7, right? Because 7 times 3 is 21. And then we have the remainder is 2. So 7, remainder 2 is the correct answer. Similarly, we would have 39 divided by 5 is 7, with the remainder is 4. 52 divided by 7 is 7, with the remainder is 3. And the last one, 7, remainder 4. Anastasia and Angelique each think of a 2-digit number. The numbers are not multiples of 25, and the difference between the numbers is a multiple of 25. Their numbers are in the list below. We have to draw a ring around all the numbers that they would be thinking of. So because they are not multiples of 25, it means that 50 would be crossed out and 75 would be crossed out. So all we have left is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 5 numbers. So let's use a trial and error method. Let's say 17, right? 17 and 68. So find out the difference between these 2 numbers. 68 minus 17 is 51. 51 is not a multiple of 25. So let's try it and try as many as you can until you got the correct answer. So let's say 23 and 98. Let's take 98 minus 23 is going to be 75. So 75 is a multiple of 25. So this pair of numbers is the correct one. Question 31. 1 kilogram is approximately 2.2 pounds. Oliver has 5 pounds. Rajiv has 3 kilograms. And Chen has 6 pounds. Draw the ring around the best estimation for the total mass of the fruit. So 5 pounds of apples is approximately 2 kilograms. Because 5 is going to be so easy to divide by 2.5. So we can round 2.2 to 2.5. So 5 divided by 2.5, which is equal to 2. So let's say 5 divided by 2.5 equals 2 kilograms. This one keep the same. This one is number 6. So 6 divided by 2 is going to be easier, right? So we're going to round the number 2.2, round down it. So 6 divided by 2 is 3 kilograms. So now 2 plus 3 plus 3 is 8 kilograms. Put a ring around here. And the last one. Here is a number square. There are counters on all the multiples of 6. Ahmed looks at the square and says, multiples of 6 are always 1 less than a prime number. Is he right? Yes or no? And how can we know that? So because all the counters are on the multiples of 6, so now we're going to add one more to the multiples of 6. So it's going to be this number, 7, 13, 19, and 25. And then we have to check whether or not they are prime number. So 7 is a prime number, 13 is a prime number, 19 is also a prime number, but 25 is not. 25 equals 5 times 5. So no. And explain, because 25 is not a prime number.